Hey guys, this is Jack from GrailRewards.com, and it is a Monday, March 25th, 2019, and I decided to do a quick video. This is a little unusual for me. You're seeing me on the bottom of the screen, and this is actually the home page for Grail Rewards. Hopefully you guys have already been here and you've registered, but I wanted to give you guys a quick shout out. Hopefully you were able to last week watch our Q&A session on Reggie Simmons' channel. I highly recommend going and subbing up Reggie Simmons' channel on YouTube. We had a great conversation. We talked about everything about Grail Rewards. And you know, when you're doing things that are so new like we are, it's so enlightening to talk to people either face to face or get questions from people. And some of the questions that came up and that Reggie asked were so interesting that I thought I would follow up with a quick video here and talk a little bit about it, because afterwards I kind of mulled over with our team some of the questions and then talk to other people on social media. So the first thing I want to talk about is he had mentioned Raffles in general and what had come prior to Grail Rewards and is still going on some of the social media channels, these straight raffles, which is not what we do here at Grail Rewards. Well, let's talk about that for a second. I actually, I'm an attorney, and I have over the last 15 years been involved in a lot of cutting edge type of entrepreneurial efforts, shall we say, on social media and the internet. And what I have found, and many people that have been involved on the cutting edge of stuff will tell you, is that a lot of times really unique ideas come out and they're started in the fastest way, which is to do them on an existing platform. So some of these examples are, I was involved initially right at the beginning of when casino gambling had started on the internet, which was amazing to see that. The same thing with sports gambling, the same thing with poker, internet poker. And all of these things went through a lot of iterations, a lot of legal maneuverings, things like that to get to where they are today. But they were not easy at the beginning. And many of these things started on a different platform or something that they didn't own and then had problems with it. So where I'm going with this is real simple. Many of you have seen some of the raffles that take place now on Instagram or Facebook or other platforms. And it's fantastic because, listen, that's how I first saw some of these things as well. The problem is that you don't own that platform. And if you read the terms and conditions on any of these platforms, what you'll find is that they have the ability and the right to throw you off in a heartbeat without any type of appeal, any type of discussion whatsoever. So the minute that there's a complaint or there's a problem, Instagram and these other things have the ability in their terms and conditions to stop whatever it is you're doing. So that is one of the reasons why we took 6 months to figure out what we could do where we controlled the environment itself, the platform, and did it in a legit, legal, ethical, moral way that the community, that the comic book community could wrap their brains around. So that's one of the things that I thought kind of needed a little bit more information. The other thing is that we created this as a community site. So as much as our company is putting the books up here now, we are more than happy to work with other people that are doing either giveaways or promotions or straight raffles to basically bring them in-house to be able to help these other people that love what they're doing but are nervous about the fact that they may not be doing it in the right way. So our door is open always for communications regarding anything, whether it's other companies, whether it's other individuals that want to use the platform and we can work something out with them. My phone number is always available to you guys. Just reach out to me through the contact form on the webpage up here. You will see it, and I'd be more than happy to have a discussion with you. That goes for everybody. So if we've had discussions with you in the past when we were doing our research on the ground in regards to what people were already doing, or whether we've had conversations and they broke down, or whatever it may be. We are available here for anybody that's interested to talk to us about doing things creatively and responsibly moving forward. So that's a story. So we certainly don't wish anybody any ill will. I've been on the other side of that with things that were on the cutting edge and didn't get to the point where we have here at Grail Rewards, where we have something that's ours, that we control the platform. And I've seen the shock when you wake up in the morning and all of a sudden you cannot continue to do whatever it is you were doing because someone at Google or Facebook decided that they didn't want you to do it. So reach out to us. Let's have that conversation. Let's work together because I'd hate to hear of anybody in any situation, being stopped from doing something they love they're doing, that they love that they're doing because a platform makes that decision. Because that is coming. Make no mistake about it. I've been involved with this stuff for far too long. This is basically any time that any of these companies, especially these big social media companies, decide that there's any issue or it's going against their terms and conditions, they will shut you down in a heartbeat. So it doesn't matter how long things have been going on. It only takes 5 minutes for them to close you down. So let us know. Like I said, we're open-minded. We did not create this platform for us. We created it for the community itself, and that's all I'm going to have to say on that. Now, we talked about valuations a little bit of our RPOs, our reward product offerings, specifically regarding the comic book, since that's what we're opening here with our beta launch with. And it was an interesting conversation. And it's funny because some people really took it to places that were very different than I did. After we got off of the YouTube live session with Reggie, we had a lot of communications with Reggie, as well as a lot of other people in the community about this, and they were coming from all different points of view. Some people have said to us that they believe that the valuations don't make sense in regards to even caring about the valuations. It was really interesting because what they were telling us was this is a reward product offering. It's not a purchase. So in some people's eyes, it's more like when you go to a restaurant and they have a lunch card. So every 8 times that you have a lunch, they punch the card, and then you get the 9th one for free. Well, that would mean if you actually valued that out sometimes that you were spending $80 to get a $10 lunch. And that was the opinion that some people were giving us, is that people are not purchasing the item here. We have no purchases going on for the actual item. It's a reward, and valuations are not important. So that totally blew my mind, to tell you the truth. We do believe that the valuations are important. We do see the other side of the coin here, that it is a reward offering and you are helping charities by purchasing the banner ads. So the coins we're giving you, the Grail coins, are going towards a reward. So I do understand what they're saying. You know, sometimes you have to get 1,000 incentive points, let's say with Coca-Cola or one of these companies, just to earn a $6 t-shirt. And I think that's kind of the comment that they're making, is that people shouldn't be as attached to the valuation. I understand because we're doing something new here that the valuations still are in the forefront. So we're going to keep that in mind, like we said on the interview, and we're always going to try to keep those valuations within a reasonable level. So you're not going to see some kind of Fantastic Four book that's valued at 5,000 US dollars requiring 50,000 Grail coins or something insane like that. We do care. We do think there's a moral obligation to the community. We're trying to do the right thing here, and we're trying to gain the respect of everybody in the comic community. So we will always keep that in mind, no matter what people say about us not having to do that. Everybody needs to make their own decisions. If you want to be involved with some type of a straight raffle that is 100% above, 50% above the valuation of the book, that's your own decision to do what you want to do. And I certainly understand that you feel like you're only putting up, let's say $50 in one of those raffles to win a book that's worth $500 or $1,000, and you still feel it's accurate, and you don't care what that, what they're bringing in, so to speak, because it doesn't affect you because you're only putting up the 50. I get it. I get it. We're going to keep things a little bit more on the even keel here, and we're going to always try to do the right thing. So that's the answer to the valuations. And if you have any thoughts on that, feel free to let us know. In regards to some other exciting news, we currently have 3 books up, and I'll scroll down. And obviously, these books could be gone by the time you see this because they get filled up. So you're seeing on the screen there's a Batman 189. That's Scarecrow. That's an amazing book. It's a 6.0 mid-grade. It looks beautiful. Here's a Walking Dead. This is another great book. And Amazing Spider-Man 194. That's the Black Cat. So again, that is a great book. And again, while we're in our beta launch here, it's sporadic. We're going to be moving in and out of these books. We're not going to be putting up as many as we'd like. And you'll notice that due to testing and also the type of collectors that are in here, we don't really know a lot of times what book is going to really catch your eye. So if we find that there is a book that's not getting any action after a few days or a week, we may decide to switch that book out. So that probably won't happen in the future as often, but right now we are aware of that, and we are doing some movement on the books, some movement on the rewards. And that's the only thing I can tell you there. So get involved with the books, get involved quick, and that's the story. On a couple of other notes, we have heard from you guys that you're very excited about the announcement we made regarding the gold and silver coins and bullion. That is coming this week. We're hoping that we're going to be able to launch that new category. I am really excited by it. Precious metals are phenomenal. Precious metals are incredible to hold on to and to put away. They're liquid. They're very similar to actually just flipping it for money. So precious metals are awesome. A lot of these are going to be numismatic, which means they're actually graded just like our comic books, and they have a value above the gold and silver value because of the dates on the coins. So we'll talk more about the coins, and we'll do a video specifically on that. That's coming this week. Part of our team was at C2E2 this last weekend. We have made a tremendous amount of contacts that are so excited about the Grail Rewards website, and we'll talk about those as we can release that information. But we are now working with a bunch of companies. Let's just say that we're going to have exclusive store variants and other things happening that are for more of the modern comic collector, that everybody's running around chasing some of these modern rare books due to the variant covers. We're going to be doing things with that going forward, and a lot of people can't wait for that, I can tell you that. So much is happening. We are working with several other YouTubers and going to be helping them. They're going to be helping us. We're just building a great community here. A lot of flash promotions ready to happen so you can generate even more Grail coins. Always check our Instagram account, which is where those flash promotions are happening, and that's at Grail_rewards. Grail_rewards. Make sure that you're obviously subbed here on YouTube for a lot of information. And that's it for now. So I hope to see you guys on Instagram, on the YouTube. Help us out with that. Help us promote the latest comic book rewards that we have up by reposting. And let's build our user base so we can do bigger and better books in the future. And that's about it for now. So have a great time, and we'll see you on the inside. So get that Grail.